Hi, my name is Patrick Sundqvist. I'm working as a solutions architect for ATS Pintop. I'm here today to show you a powerful self-service solution built on Service Manager 2010 and our self-service portal called the Accelerator. Let's get started. So let's say we're Terry Adams. We want to request a new shared folder to be able to share documents with our colleagues. So we go to the Accelerator. So on the first page we see announcements from Service Manager. On the category menu we see that we are able to search for knowledge. This is fetched from Service Manager, so we can search for knowledge base articles. We could report incidents and view my incidents. And then there's the resources or services. So we're able to request new services, we're able to manage existing services which we have been ordering in the past, and we could cancel existing services. Let's request a new service. So we press request, we go down to new folder. You can also see there are other services that we could order. But let's request a new folder. So first off we need to provide a name. So let's call this project Y. We check for availability. The name is available. Let's write a description. So we want to share documents and presentation material. We're able to set an expire date. This is just so we could utilize the workflow engine in Service Manager, have a scheduled workflow, check for expired shared folders, and then warn the owners of the shared folders and say that, hey, you need to extend the expiration date or we will archive your files. So let's go on. We click next. Then we're able to specify which users should have access to this folder. So first off, me, Terry in this case, will be the owner. I could specify readers, and since I'm the owner, I'm also a contributor. So let's add a reader. Let's add my real identity, Patrick, as a reader. So we have Terry as the owner and Patrick as a reader. Let's go on. So we get a short summary, and then we need to agree to the terms and conditions, and then we request. So what will happen now is that the Accelerator will locate my approver, which in this case is Anders Bengtsson. The Accelerator will create a request inside Service Manager, adding Anders as the primary approver for the request, and will wait for Anders' approval. When he has approved, the request will automate the creation of a folder and send a completion alert to Terry Adams. So let's take a look here in Service Manager on what's happened when the request was made from the Accelerator. So we go to work items, we go to change requests, and we should have a request for a new shared folder. Now what's good to know is that all services in the Accelerator has their own template in Service Manager. So when you make a request for like a shared folder, there's a template for a shared folder request added to that request. These templates contain things like title, description, area, priority, and so on. What they also contain is the definition on how the request should be fulfilled. Now in this case we have a review activity. You can see that the Accelerator located Anders as the approver and told Service Manager that Anders needs to approve this request before it's fulfilled. Now what you see here is a custom activity that will take care of the actual request fulfillment, creating the shared folder, creating the access groups, adding users to the access groups, and so on. Now if we open this up, we can see all the data provided by the accelerator for the request. So we have like folder name, we have expire date, we have description, we have the owners, readers, contributors. We also have the history tracking. That's the feature of all objects inside the CMDB of Service Manager. So we could see the whole history of this request, every changes and so on. Now if we go back and approve this review activity, so since we don't have Anders here, I will just go ahead and approve this. Override for demo. So we have approved the review activity. Let's submit this back to Service Manager. Now what will happen is that since the review activity has been completed, the next activity will kick off, which is the automated activity. Then we should see a folder created here, and we should also see access groups created here in the DSA. So let's see. So there's the project Y folder. Then we just need to update the DSA. And there's the access groups. If we take a look in the owner group, we should see Terry. There's Terry. And if we take a look in the read group, we should see Patrick. There's Patrick. And if we take a look at the project Y folder, we should have access added to these groups. So there's all the access groups created for the project Y folder. If we go back and take a look at the request, it's now been completed. And if we take a look at the activities, we notice that all the activities has been completed, and that's why the whole request has been completed as well. So what happened now is that there was a request made from the accelerator. It was sent into Service Manager. Service Manager had the definition of how the process was for fulfilling this request. Anders approved the request. This could have been done from the analyst portal. For demo purposes, I did it inside the console now. Since the request was approved, the automated activity kicked off, created the folder, created the access groups, added the members, and so on. So that was a demo of our self-service portal solution based on Service Manager 2010 and the Accelerator. Thanks for watching.